My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. And if you know me, you know I don't read. I don't like books. But that wasn't always the case. There was a few books I loved reading growing up. There was the Spiderwick Chronicles, Coraline, the Percy Jackson books, Goosebumps, the Inkheart books, and my favorite was the Series of Unfortunate Events series. I just loved these books. And I've always enjoyed this movie, and I don't think it gets the credit it deserves because the direction by Brad Sibling is just top notch. Like the actual craftsmanship on display is mind blowing. It really is. Like the costumes and the makeup look great, but the production design, holy shit, I miss it when kids' movies looked like this. There is so much hard work put into this movie and it shows on screen. Like Aunt Josephine's house looks phenomenal. And the movie is so incredibly well shot by Emmanuel Lubezki, and even the utilization of the CGI adds to this movie's style. I also like the music by Thomas Newman. It adds emotion to the moments that desperately need it. Like, from a technical standpoint, this movie is just perfection. And there's plenty of moments I love. The way this movie begins with the littlest elf is just hilarious and so unique. I love the song choice and how it captures that feel good stop motion vibe. It kind of reminds me of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but then it just pauses and tones to black, and it's just like, you're not watching this movie. Just love it. I love the scene where they talk about the letter that never came back and how that pays off in the end. Very well done. I like how Aunt Josephine's irrational fears come into play when the house is falling apart. So the movie does have its good moments, and thematically, I like how this movie is about how adults can be so neglectful and just ignore kids, and how they deserve our time and attention. I also like how this movie is about overcoming trauma and looking for the positive in life. Like, there is substance here. And the movie is constantly entertaining, but my issue is that this is the first three books in a series, and you can definitely tell. It is a very segmented structure. It's book one, book two, book three, and then back to book one. And it just feels like it's a speed run through each book. Like it's so rushed to get to the next plot point, to get to the next book. And sometimes I wish it just took its time more. And I know what happens next in the story, but we never got a sequel, so there's questions that are set up with no real answers. And I really do wish they developed the kids' characters more, because aside from the reader, the inventor, and the baby that bites things, it doesn't feel like there's much more to them. I definitely wish they spent more time establishing this sibling bond. So yeah, like when I talk about the performances, Kara Hoffman slash Shelby Hoffman, Liam Aiken, and Emily Browning all do a fine job, but they're not given the most material to work with. So I don't really blame them. I just wish the script gave them more chances. Jim Carrey is the clear standout here, no doubt. He's so filled with life and personality. He steals every scene he's in, and he's just playing all these over-the-top characters that it's very amusing. Stefano is my favorite of his, and I thought Jim Carrey just did great. Jude Law, I think, delivers on the dry sense of humor perfectly. Good job by him. Meryl Streep, I think, does a very good job. I like the little quirks her character has. Timothy Spall does a fine job, and Billy Connolly is fine for the short time he's in this movie. So you got yourself a decent cast, but there's also other names who I haven't mentioned yet who have very minor roles. Catherine O'Hara, Louise Guzman, Cedric the Entertainer, Jane Adam, Jennifer Coolidge, Craig Ferguson. Like, this movie's cast is stacked, and those actors play very minor roles, but still, it's impressive. So, yeah, like, I do like this movie. I think it's very entertaining. Just the rushed pacing in the segmented structure can affect it, but I still think the craftsmanship on display is perfection. It's such a well made movie. The performance by Jim Carrey is great, and yeah, I really like this movie. Just isn't quite great, so I'll give Lemony Snicket a series of unfortunate events a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Lemony Snicket, a series of unfortunate events? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. Gavin